Yeah, good day everyone. Welcome back to another video. As you can see, it's getting dark right here. I just got through with my job, so I said let me make a video. Yeah. So please, if you're watching me for the first time, please kindly subscribe to my channel and like, comment on Facebook, and also share. Yeah, with this I can reach more people with my videos. So in today's, I don't want to waste much, or should I say, I don't want to waste much of our time. Yeah. So in today's video, we'll be working on the bcrypt, and also we'll be working with the JSON web token. Yeah. So in our last video, this was where we stopped, and I I stopped here for a reason, because the last video was because of I wanted to show you guys how to you know use TypeScript in Node.js, how to set up TypeScript in Node.js. And today we're going to be doing the bcrypt, and also the JSON web token. As you all know, bcrypt is just to encrypt, that's to hash the password and also compare the password so that your user can log in whenever they want to log in. So let's start. First of all, just as I said, I don't want to waste our time, so I'm going to be fast. So first of all, I'm going to input, sorry, I'm going to stay inside of our server folder. Then we are going to install bcrypt for types, and also we are going to install types for JSON web token rather. So I would say npm install at types, right? Yes, for JSON web token, and also we are going to install the same thing for zero. Sorry, define is for bcrypt. You see, if I spelled very wrong, JSON web token, okay, it's fine. Then I'll just say JSON web token and bcrypt. So it's gonna take some couple of seconds. So we are going to wait for it to install. Yes, we have it in our system. Why is it giving me this error? Okay, so now let's import from the bcrypt. I'll say bcrypt. You see why it's from bcrypt. So we have bcrypt here. So as you can see, we can leave our project like this. We can leave our program like this. All we need to do is to see if we have a user already in our database. If we don't have a user in our database, then we can give our user access to log in and to register in our application. But first, let's check if the user is inside of, that's if the username is inside of our database. I'll say check user, check user is equals to since we are using an insync function, I'll wait for the response. Then I'll say user def, then I will call my find one. So we just say find one. Here we have such user. We have username. So now we have checked our database if we have a user like this. So if we have a user inside of our database, I'll say if we have this user inside of our database, GCP. So we have those user inside of our database. What else do we want to do? I will say, okay, let me look for the status. No, sorry. I'll say status. Then am I spelling it wrong? Status. I don't want to waste time on this. So that's why I'm trying to, I'll say 5.1.json. Then let's give it a message that will state that see, I'm talking at the same time I'm typing. I think that's what the problem is right now. I will come here to say message is equals to what message do I want to send to the user? I will say user already exists. The user already exists. So now if the user, we don't have the user inside of our database, then we got to give access to the user to register. So I will now say, okay, since we want to give the user access to register, then that means we are going to hash the user password. So I will say const, sorry, I will say const, then I want to hash the user password. So I'll come here to say bcrypt, bcrypt, but then hash, I think I need to use the hash sync. And what are we hashing? We're hashing the password. So, and the sort should be 10 here. So all I need to do is to say my password should be equals to hash. So now let's test if it's working fine. I'll come here to start my project npm static. So it's gonna take a couple of seconds. Oh, it's already done. So now let me come to my API testers. You don't need to use postman. You can use any which one you want. It's up to you, but me, I prefer using the postman. So now I will come here, then let me send that. It's saying couldn't send request. That's because our project is still loading. Let's wait for it to, it's still loading, but I don't know why it's taking time. Okay, it's finally come. So let me send and see. As you can see, our passport, I said passport, I'm sorry about that. Our password has been, hashed. So now we just need to compare this. I keep saying passport. I'm sorry about it. Now we are going to compare this password. So all I need to do, I think I will do more of copy and paste. So I will just say export const. I'll call it log. Then it's equals to sync. That's async. Then let me. So I'll just copy all these things. I'll be doing more of copying and paste here because I have no time to waste right now because it's getting dark. As you can see, now let me copy this one also. Then I'll paste it. So now we have this. What else do we want to do? Now we want to check if we have this user inside of our database. If we don't have the user inside of our database, we can kindly send a message to the user that please go and register, or yes, it's to register because there's no such name inside of our database. So I will just say if there's let me say copy this. I told you we'll be doing more of copy and paste in this area. So I'll paste here. So if there's no such name, what do I need to tell this user when I copy it? Then if there's no such name, I just need to tell the user that there's no such name inside of our database. So the user should go and register. So I'll say, I think I just need to put a simple sentence. I'll say, no such name in our database. The database is one word, database. So now we literally send a message to the user to tell the user that there is no such name inside of our database. So if there's I'm sorry about that. If there is if we have such name inside of our database, what do you think we need to tell the user? We don't need to tell the user anything. All we just need to do is to give the user access to log in. So what we need to do now is to compare the password that the user is trying to use. So we just say should I call it and compare password. Then I'll say it equals to my bcrypt. Why is not popping bcrypt? But compare. I don't know why it's not coming. I didn't spell the bcrypt well. Let's see. Let's compare. So on the norm, I'm supposed to say the password the user is typing in their front end is equals to my check user the password CHECK plus password. But in the standard tutorial, it will still work like this and it will work very fine. But all we just need to do is just to say a comma that simply means also the same thing. So now if the user types the password, I want to make it to see if the real password is if the what the user is typing from the front end can if what the user is typing from the front end is the same thing with what we have in our database, then if they are not the same thing, then I want to tell the user to click on the forget password. So I just need to copy this also and also paste it. Then I'll say compare. All I just need to write here is to say password does not match. So now I'll send a message across to tell the user that password does not match, or the user should click on the forget password. But that's not why we are here. But on a good day, or maybe let's see how next week, let me see how my next week goes. I'll find time to do the password, that's forget password. Yes. So now that we've checked and the user is not, the password is they are not the same, we'll tell the user that password does not match. So if the passwords are the same, I'll just need to give the user access to, register the application. So, sorry, not register this time around, to log in into their application. So what I just need to do is to let me write the congratulations. Let me just say user or let me say I'm looking for what to use right now. I'll just say complete or login successful. No. excuse this is unsuccessful. So now let's try and see if our code is working very well. I'll say okay, npm, then let's start the project. So I'll come back to, no, it will give me error. Do you know why it will give me error? I did not, import it. So I'll come here and I'll say log in. I think that's how it's spelled. Let me see. It's spelled yes, login. So now let me copy this. I told you I'll be doing more copy now paste. So, but that's not the good practice. But just because I'm very, very tired, so I told you I just finish with what I'm doing. So I said, let me, give to, so now I will just connect to login. Now let me see. Yeah. So let's hold on for this thing to, it's coming up. So compare, come up, bro, come up, bro. Oh, it's taking time. Sorry about that. But it's taking time, and okay, it's up already. So let me change this to login. Yeah, let me send it. As you can see, no such name in our database. No, there should be. Let me see why. There's George inside of our database. Why is it saying no such name inside of our database? Let's see where the problem is. Let me see. There's no such name. I said, find one where. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Say if there's no. Yes, I'm sorry about this. I'm sorry. So let me say this. I'm sorry. And sorry about that. So we just got to wait for some time. Okay, it's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. So it's taking time. It's taking time. Okay, so let me send again. Yes, it's saying login successful. Now it's working. So if let's say if I put 22 here, let's see, it will tell me no such name in our database. That means it's working very, very okay. Let me put something else inside of our password to see. Then it will tell me, I'm sorry, I need to restart it. I'm sorry. I think it's working, There's no need for all this also. So next thing, but I'm still going to try it so that you will see. So next, what we are going to do is to import the JSON web token so that we can give token to our users. One of the reasons why we are using the JSON web tokens, there are some, there are some, can I call them hackers? They're not really hackers, but though they want to play around with your application. Some of them, they don't want to log in. Some of them, maybe if the login is made for people that, there are some applications that allows you to log in when you paid some certain amount of money. So there are some people that don't want to pay this money. They want to pass through the back door to get access into your application. So this is one of the reasons why we are giving you JSON web token, so that you will have you'll be authenticated, or can I say you will have access to the login. So, and another thing is that whenever you are using the application, as long as the section is still on, even if you come back to the application, it will still be in that particular route where you left it. So let's say, okay, let me see this. It's working. I know it's working. You see, to tell me password not match. That means it's working. So let's forget about this area. Now, now we're going to import the JSON web token. I will say import JSON web token. I'll just say JWT. Then I will say from JSON web token. My system is kind of slow, but I'm sorry about that. I promise I'll make it faster this time. And I'm trying to make sure we we finish up on time. So now we want to use the JSON web token. All I just need to do is to come to this place and give it a variable token. I'll say token, then it's equals to I call it JWT.sign SIGN. Then what I need to do, I will just say, remember, this is our user. It's called checked user. I'll say copy, and I'll just give it a name. Or maybe I should call the I should call the check user user. Then I will just say check user that's username. Why is it giving me the error? So now I just need to give it a key. I'll call the name of our key token. Should I say token key? Okay, that was the right name. So now we have the token key. On a normal day, you're not supposed to expose your key. That one is entire tutorial for another day. I'm not going to do it. That's your .env, but that's not why we are here. So this is just for learning purposes. So now we have the token key. I didn't spell my token very well. Sorry. So now we have the token key as our secret key. Okay. So I'll just come to where my JSON is. Then I'll just say my token is equals to token. What is token? Sorry. Token. Then my user, let me just copy this like this and paste this. So now we are good to go. This is not all. Now we are going to verify, so that whenever the reason why we are verifying this is because whenever we want to whenever we remember, we did not log out in our past the same. So whenever we want to use the application again, it will verify, because already the token is inside of our session storage, or is in, yes, session storage, or the rest, so we all we just need to do is just to go to the website. Once we click on the website, then it will come up. There's no need for us to start logging again. That's one of the reasons why we are using the JSON web token. So now we got this. Now we need to verify, just as I said. And one thing about me is that I like it, I always like giving a folder, so that it will be very, very easy for some other person to understand it. Maybe like in my place of work, uh, sometimes you will not be opportunity to work in a particular or where you worked for and where you worked yesterday, they will ask you for another, they'll ask you to do something else. So for you to, that's why you need to know the TypeScript. I'm serious about it. So now we have this. So I will just come to my server folder, then I will create another folder inside of my Java and my server folder. I'll say JWC. Okay, now I have this folder. All I need to do is to create a file inside of this folder. I will say, what name should I call it? I'll say token depth. Should I use token? I think token is um I should just say you know file token. File token. Okay, so now I have this file token. So what are we going to do? First of all, I'm going to import the request, the response, and the next function, which we have inside of our Express. So I will say import and from Express. I will say Express. So I call it request. Sorry, why is this thing not popping up? I'm so tired. Request response or is response and next function any ext function. So now we have the next function. So I just come down here to I will export it directly like this. I'll say export I think export is taking time. I'm serious. I'll say export test, then what name should I call this now? I should just call it um, um token function. STIO. Then I was equals to, since I would love to use the async strings, then my system is slow. I'm typing up, but it's not. See, to tell you how slow my system is. I'm sorry. So I will say, okay, my res is equals to my, no, sorry, my request is equals to my req request, then my response, res, then is equals to my response. And I see then my next, xc should be equals to my next function and the xc function. So now we are good to go. What else am I going to do? Let me do the try and catch block. See, all right. It's going to pop up. Then I'll come here to see rest in case the user is not being doesn't have access to that application. I would say rest that I should use the status that is I'm gonna use the backticks. Then I'll say, what should I call this right now? I'll say user not not uh, we not verify you, okay? We we did the verify this user, this user. Then so last way, Then let me call the error. Yeah. I will use the 541. The start is 541. 541. So yes. So let's do something here. I will look for the header signals, header token, header token. Then I will say it's equals to request dot header equals dot header. Then I should call it headers. You just say e sorry header and just the token. So now we are progressing. So if there's no header, call it header token, and I just need to give it our normal way of doing it. I'll say res dot or should I just okay, let me throw CHR, okay. Then I will just say user okay, user notes. Okay, let me just use, we did not use this. Let me bring this one here. Copy this and put it here. Okay, I think this one is okay here. Then let me I think I should just give this one a message. Okay, that's fine. So if the user, we did not, verify this user. Sorry, if we did not verify the user, we should throw this error to the user that we did not verify this user. So if the user is verified, then I will just come to say const, should I call it then verify verify user is equals to header token token. I don't spell my, why am I always saying tilt instead of token? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So sorry. So token dots. Now we need to verify. So where do we have those verify? We have it inside of our JSON web token. If you can remember, as an import, then I will just should I use, okay, I let me still use the W instance, then I was from I'll just say JSON web token. I have it here. So now I will just, okay, no need to take a lot of time. I'm just, since I said, I'll just say verify. Okay, so I have my verify here. So I'll just call the verify. 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 Then I will call the end GADER. Then remember we have our key here. And let me take our key from here. Remember we call it token key. Okay, let me save it. There's something I wanted to do, but I don't, instead of bringing down the token, yes, still the same thing, just a long route. I'll just use the token, then I'll get the token. But you can read more about JSON web token. It's very easy. So sorry, I don't want to waste time. So I will just put the token here. So in normal JavaScript, don't worry, I will show you something. I will I will I'll have an error here. Let me show you. I read but remember the name of our user is sorry, something is popping up. So I want to show you something. All we just need to do is to use this check user, if you can remember. So I will just copy it and I'll put it here, but still I will have a fat error. So if I say verify user, copy and then paste this. So you see, I have a big fat error here, but this is something we are going to fix in a short time. So let me just show you something. So I have the next. So if I put my cursor here, and if you read, you will see that property check user does not exist on type. That's fine. That's because we are using the TypeScript, and one thing about the TypeScript, it will tell you the you know if you're not using the right um let's say variable, it will not that you're not using the right variable, but is how am I going to put it? You just need to go and understand what the types and scripts does from the foundation. But it's very, very um, interesting if you're working with TypeScript. So all I need to do, I'll just export this. I'll call the interface. Why is not popping up? I'll see in exports and is not popping up though. So what else I'll call it is token user. Then I'll say extends to yes extends requests and queue requests and I spell error. So and we'll call it token. Then it's equals to string. Let's see. Uh, let me use the or payload. Okay. JWC payload. JWC payload. WC payload. So now I will just come here and remove this. We just say our rec should be as the token user. So now, yes, you can see our error is gone. So let me save it and try it again to see if our program is working very well. Let's see. Again, start. Getting dark here. So now let's wait for some time. It's gonna pop up. Guys, you guys should pause this video and and it's taking time. Let me pause it when okay now it's working. Let's see. Okay, let me resend this. It's saying password does not match. Okay, I mean, start it and fix that. Start it. I don't know why my system is kind of slow today, but I think I have a lot of projects on this system, so I need to wipe some or send it into the Git. So yeah, see, it will take some time. Let me just remove this. Remember, the name we use for our password is George. So let me see if it hasn't come up, but I know it's gonna work. It will work. It will work. It will work. Let's see. Oh, wow, as you can see, this is our token, and our name of our user is George. I don't want to waste time. We'll see in our next video. And in the next video, I think I'll be doing more. I'll be doing the front end more. Yes, like I'm going to be using the sword, and also I'm going to be sending these things to our backend. That's I'm going to take the API and send it to our back end, and that's all. I think yes, I'm gonna teach you the mutation, use mutation. Very, very interesting topic to look after. But for now, I'm gonna end this video. And please, if you're watching this video, if you're watching my video for the first time, please kindly subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and share Facebook. And I promise you, I'll be giving you back to my video even after work. All right, we'll see. So when I will see you. So when a new video comes. All right, we'll see. Bye bye.